Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This is Tidbits, and I am Mav. Here on Fun Speculation on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in every week to all of our stuff that we got here going on this channel, whether it's Tidbits, whether it's Fun Pop, PM in the PM, Xbox Ultimate, or FSP, or just random game streams, silly videos, or whatever the hell you like. Thank you. Oh, appreciate it. I am here as usual on Tidbits with none other than the man that does more work actually preparing for this show than I do. So I appreciate that very much. Fuzzy Belvedere. Fuzzy, what's up, dude? How's it going?
Hey, what's up? Thanks for having me. Man, really cool list we got here. It's always fun talking about these gems in the rough, things that have been flying under the radar. So man, looking forward to it.
Yeah, these are this is a very short list. We knew this was coming, right? Coming up to the end of the year, that there's not going to be a lot of releases, right? It's just kind of December usually becomes pretty barren the closer you get to the holidays. And but we still got a couple of decent things here this week. So it's worth noting, especially one. Right? Well, two, if you ask my wife. Because there's something here that she's incredibly excited for. So we'll get to that. But hey, shout out to Sour Blow, what's up, Pixel Slap. I thank you guys for stopping by. Yeah, we're not at our usual time. Again, like I say, Tidbits is gonna be a thing on Mondays that I want to do on Mondays, but it's gotta be when I can find the time. Today was just absolutely bananas. Had zero time to get it in during the day. I usually like to do it if I can early on, like an hour or so show, around noon, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, something like that. It didn't happen. So we're here. Show must go on. It's late, but games are coming out. So we're going to get to the first one, Fuzz. Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon. Woof. Here we go. We're starting off with a bang.
Yeah.
What is it? This looks like a little puzzle game, kind of.
Yeah, it's one of those. I wouldn't really say it's a dungeon crawler kind of thing, but it kind of is in a way. I know they've had like other versions prior that are just kind of fun games to kind of like go through, almost like the ones I'm playing now, or at least a demo of No One Saves the World type of deal. But this one's kind of cool. Only drawback I think is you won't be able to play it on Xbox, but you can get it on like PlayStation, PC, and Switch and stuff. But
okay, yeah. Here we go. Here's a little video. So yeah, this is coming for PS4, Switch, and PC. This looks like something I would enjoy on my Switch, but I'm actually surprised that mobile isn't listed here.
Yeah,
I mean, this looks like something I would actually maybe play on my phone. So I'm gonna play this little video here.
I'm not losing my city to the delusions of some second-rate king.
With our combined might,
these ads.
No challenge is too great.
I won't abandon my duty.
Is this Shadow Raid Legends? I've never seen it before.
Time for the truth to come to life.
That's gotta be like the #1 YouTube.
No, this has gotta be League of Legends or something.
Okay, yeah.
No, this is not. It's turn-based. What is this? Bro, Ruined King, a League of Legends story. Okay, here we go. Ooh, this 8-bit music is amazing. It looks like Zelda meets Candy Crush.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh man, this music is amazing. Okay, yeah, that was cool. Dude, like PS4, Switch, and PC. Okay, I might give that a go on the PC actually. We'll see. A number of players 1 to 2. Yacht Club games. I wonder how much it is. Is this it? Is this Treasure Trove? Is that No, this is Pocket Dungeon. Okay. They don't. I guess it's digital only. It's got to be because there's no Pocket Dungeon here. All right.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's got to be like one of those
Like
that's
20
in like
bucks or
that
less.
$40 range or something more or less.
Oof. 40 for that? Okay. I got to find out. The suspense is killing me. Okay. Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon. Oh, dude, it's getting good reviews. It's at 88% on OpenCritic. It's better than Halo.
Definitely a different type of fun.
Weird.
I don't know if it would be considered better, but
yeah.
It's one of those pick up quick play games, while you're in the grocery store line or waiting at Pep Boys or wherever.
At Pep Boys, all the way to go, or something like that, right? All right, so yeah, dude. Wow, Push Square 8 out of 10, Shack News 9 out of 10, IGN 8 out of 10, Destructo 8 out of 10, God as a Geek 9.5 out of 10, Gaming Nexus 9.5 out of 10. Still don't have a price. That's out of 17 reviews. As Game of the Year contender, maybe, right? At those reviews, you think? No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. $19.99 on Steam. Okay. Right. All things are relative, I guess. Hey, you burnt your grilled cheese, Sour Blow? No, you didn't miss anything. We found out that Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon is supposedly actually awesome, according to a lot of reviewers. And it's only $20. PS4, Switch, and PC. Give it a try. It's coming out today. Or came out today. All right. That was the first one. Now, remember I said my wife was extremely excited about something. Okay? She was extremely excited about something. She's been waiting for this moment for a long time. Among Us is coming to Xbox, Series X and S, PS5, PS4, and Xbox One.
Yeah.
Among Us is no longer only on the silly platforms it was on before. It's going mainstream. It's going to the console audience. So Among Us on Xbox, Among Us on PS5. Now, one thing you got to wonder, how are they going to implement like the chat features with this, right? Because PC is very like, you got Discord servers people do for this. You got, in-game chat is used a lot, but on Xbox, people kind of tend to stick to that party chat a lot. Or so are people going to be like just joining big parties now, or is this? That's the one thing I'm curious about. It's PC multiplayer gaming. A lot of people already have their own like communities and friend groups where they kind of hop around to things. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Among Us goes on the Xbox, right? Is this something you would try, Fuzzy?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to try it. Although my kids are like, oh, it's it's had its spotlight, but I think it's mainly because they played it on their phones. They didn't even really play it on their PCs, but they played it on their phones for a while. But for us adults, for the most part, I think this is going to be like a good, a fun like Friday night or Saturday night gaming night type of thing, where everybody just parties up, goes ahead and tries to give it a try and figure out who the imposter is. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be giving it a try.
I just saw something that's crazy. What's up, Jasper? Freaking, like, there's like $50 like boxes for Among Us Imposter Edition.
Oh wow!
And then there's a $30 edition called the Among Us Crewmate Edition. So like, but this game is like $5 everywhere else or free. Like on mobile, it's free, right?
Yeah,
I think. Pretty sure. I'm not 100%, but on PC is like $5 and been given away several times. Is that the lowest price they're selling it for? Is $30? Okay,
I
Among Us
think
on
it comes to
Xbox.
Game Pass for us Xbox.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But
What is the price? It is on Game Pass, so that's good. I still want to know the price.
just like in the convenience store. Oh, no price. It must be
You know,
free.
the console gamers get screwed over so much with this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like, that's why I'm curious. Among Us, Xbox, Game Pass, PlayStation release date. Okay. Among Us will
It's
launch
gotta be.
PS4, PS5. Okay. And primarily be a digital release, although there will also be physical. Well, how much is the digital release?
It's gotta be like $5.
Hey, Jasper, how much is Among Us on digital if you buy it? I gotta know the answer to this question.
Wait, let me see if I can do a quick search on Xbox.
I'm looking on okay, it's on Xbox.com. $4.99. Okay, it's okay. We're safe. We didn't get screwed. Everybody. If you want the physical release, you're gonna have to pay something extra. Everything's okay. It's $5. It's the same as like PC. So I was afraid they were gonna try and get us. You know, like they try and get console gamers sometimes with this stuff. But everything's okay, Fuzzy. Yeah, I had a little panic moment, but Game Pass or $5. So Jasper was just in the chat and he saw one game that just absolutely jumped out to him immediately. He said, "Yo, the Smurfs." So
yeah, I remember my first Smurfs game. I think was on Coleco, the paint and play.
Oh wow.
Man, that was when the Smurfs were still on Saturday morning. So
yeah, does it take you way back?
Oh yeah.
The Smurfs Mission Veliaf or Mission Velief Smurf Tastic Edition.
Mhm.
Is it yeah? There's a leaf, so it's Velief. I don't understand that word. Velief. Is that like play on words of believe, like belief, Velief?
Ooh.
I don't. What does belief mean? Like, is it English? Is this a different like language? I'm not sure. Any Spanish speakers out there or any other countries, is belief like a word that I've never heard?
I'm wondering if it's like a merging of village and leaf, because you know how like their houses are mushrooms and stuff.
Yeah, but that's just stupid, Fuzzy.
If
there wasn't a picture of a leaf here, I would just be confused as hell, which I already still am. But like the leaf, okay, so it's like a village made out of leaves, maybe, and they're holding horns. That no, they're suckers. They're like Luigi suckers, like vacuums.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the official website. November 16th was it originally came out. This is already out on Series XS, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Man, I did not know this.
So they finally have it on PS5.
Finally.
Why the delay for PS5?
You know what? I'm so disappointed that Xbox Series X fans weren't out here touting the next gen exclusive of the Smurfs Mission Velief Smurftastic Edition, because it was a 1 month next gen exclusive on Xbox. And it's from some studio. It says some studio. Publishers Microids. Okay, official website. This is coming to PS5. It's existed for a month already, I guess, in Xbox world. Hey, they value my privacy. I gotta hit that. Okay. Microids. All right. Watching this video in the Smurfs forest. Evil is spreading. Yeah, it's time to act. Okay. Hey, you know what? This doesn't look bad. Like, it looks like the gunk. Like, he's going around with this little thing and, like, making land and stuff and sucking stuff up. Isn't that what you do in the gunk? All right, so he's jumping on mushrooms. I still have not seen anything that makes me understand the word belief.
No.
Okay, hold on. Vileaf? Okay. In a dusty grimoire, the wizard Cargamel. Sorry, this font is horrible. It's the font. Don't blame me. It's the font. Gargamel. I know who Gargamel is, but I'm like Ron Burgundy. I just read what's in front of me on the screen. Like fuck off, San Diego. All right, in a dusty grimoire, the wizard Gargamel just put his hands on the formula of an evil plant. The vile leaf, I guess. The vile leaf. I think it's like vile and leaf together. The plant introduces vile trap seeds, which can attract and imprison Smurfs. But these vile trap plants are also a great danger for the forest, as they are toxic. So that must be what they're sucking up. Okay. Especially for their sarsaparilla fields. I don't know if they misspelled that, but sarsaparilla is not spelled how I thought it was. All right. Papa Smurf decides to ask some of the fellow Smurfs to help him find the ingredients for a super powerful antidote for all the plants sick from the vile leaf. Thanks to the Smurfizer, an invention from Handy Smurf. Shout out to Handy. Go on an adventure to find the ingredients and free your fellow Smurfs and save the whole village. You get to embody 4 iconic Smurfs: Smurfette, Hefty Smurf, that's my Smurf right there, a Brainy Smurf, and Chef Smurf. I'm also a fan of Chef Smurf. In 5 different worlds. Use the Smurfizer to heal the vile leaf contaminated plants. Square, because there's a weird square here in the middle of their font, on your way to Gargamel's hovel. Okay. Anyway, I'm done reading this stuff. Are you gonna, now that you know that this has existed for a month and you could have been playing it, are you all of a sudden now more excited?
A little bit more, but for the most part, I've kind of lost all, I wouldn't say interest, but I've kind of lost the, drive to play Smurf games at this point.
You're not high enough
only
these
because
days?
it's been so long since Saturday morning cartoons were a thing.
Yeah,
it's like, and they always got to make the guy with the cat the bad guy. What's up with that? I don't know.
Yeah, man. All right, so it's $34.99 right now on Xbox, $39.99 on PlayStation 5. So not only did we get a 1 month of exclusivity on next gen for Xbox for the Smurfs, but it's also, you get a $5 discount. So Smurf fans, where you at?
I'm wondering if that $5 charge is the haptic feedback charge.
It might be. But here's the thing. Instead of haptic feedback, you know what you could have? Among Us.
Yeah.
For $5, you could have Among Us and Smurfs Vile Leaf. Both coming out this week to next gen, or to PS5, and also the Among Us coming out to everything finally. Okay. All right, that's sorry. We spent a lot of time on Smurfs. If you can't tell, I'm trying to fill time here because there's 5 games releasing this week. Holy shit. Fuzzy, this is a game that is made by Creative Assembly, and I guess it's getting a port to iOS and Android, and this is surprising. This mobile game,
Yeah.
Alien Isolation,
Yeah.
coming to mobile. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
How do you
I
think it'll
guess
hold up?
it's funny. I mean, nowadays our cell phones are probably better than the consoles that came out in 2013,
Yeah.
14. So it'll actually probably do pretty good. I don't know. I don't know if I want to play this on a smaller screen though, but
Yeah.
I can imagine, but it finally coming to like, Android and iOS, there's going to be a handful of people that are like, you know what? I want to play Alien Isolation on the go. And I don't think it was in Game Pass. I know there was kind of like a sale that they had not too long ago when it wasn't a back and pat thing, but it was like one of those things where they were 50% off on some older Sega titles and things like that. So for anybody that didn't pick that up and wants it mobilely, now you can have it on your cell phone. So it not a bad pickup, especially now that it's been fixed from years ago with the AI having a little bit more wherewithal.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What do you think will look better? This version or the Switch version that was already released?
If you have an iPhone, at least a 12 or better, it'll probably look better on the iPhone. Switch OLED, it's probably not going to look, it shouldn't look bad, but I just have a gut feeling if you have any of the newer phones, like a new Note or one of the new Samsung phones or a new iPhone, it's probably going to look a bit better than it does on the Switch.
Yeah. That's the point I was making the other day on a show when I said that mobile games coming out today look better than Switch games, and I just want a Nintendo device that looks somewhat decent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Artistry goes a long way, right?
Yeah.
But you know what I'm getting at with this. Alien Isolation coming out to iOS and Android, and if you have a Backbone or a Kishi, this will be the best way to play Alien Isolation on handheld.
Yeah.
Until the Steam Deck comes out, at least. Which still may be better. Your mobile phone could potentially still be better. It may not be better, like ergonomically, you know what I mean? But the performance of these phones can be pretty crazy at times. So,
oh yeah.
All right. Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate is making its way from PlayStation over to PC. So this was predicted. We knew this was coming. Finally here. So another PlayStation exclusive coming to PC. And now we have more people getting to play this game. Now, I remember when the exclusivity was supposed to originally have been up for this after a year, and people were like, okay, maybe it's going to come to Xbox. Instead, they announced Integrate and released that also on next gen and also current gen with an update. And now we're getting it on PC. I wonder if this will ever make its way over to Xbox.
I have this feeling that Sony is now pushing Square to do 2-year stuff. It looks like they're doing that with Forspoken, and this is probably going to follow suit. So if it does come to Xbox, it's probably Integrate will either be 2023 or they'll have the non-integrate one 2022. It sucks, but contracts
wait a long time.
Contracts
for
be
Kingdom Hearts,
damned,
right?
Yeah.
So I think it'll happen, like you said. But man, we'll see. So this came out on June 10th on PS5 and December 16th on PC. So that is what
roughly 6 months.
7 months, 6.5 months, 7 months. 7 months.
Yeah.
So maybe around that 6 month mark is where we're going to see a lot of these games move their way over, right?
I think it might even be at some point it'll be shorter
Shorter.
than 6 months, but 6 months is like I think the under the radar acceptable thing.
Yeah.
So like Forbidden West, 6 months, nobody's going to really complain. Now when it's 3 months or 2 weeks or the same day, that's when they're going to have to, convince those that are against it going to PC that this is the right move because hey, you get dual entitlement. Yeah, that's my hope. But
Yeah.
knowing PlayStation, it will probably be something like, oh, we can only do so much on the PlayStation 5 and PCs are constantly being upgraded. So, hey, if you want even further than what the PS5 can do now, and you don't want to wait for the PS6, get it on PC. And that's where you'll be able to, run your 3090 or your 6900 XT or something like that. Or probably by that point, it'll be like a 4090 or something coming out. But yeah, that's in the cards, I guess you could say.
All right, Fuzz. I kind of agree with you as well. Like, we'll find out everything with their plans. I think things may change even with their new subscription plans as well. So,
Yeah.
All right, getting down to I guess the start of the show because there's only one game on here that's actually a new like IP, new game. So this one is Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, another entry into the big old Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. Coming on the 16th, so that's what, Friday, I believe.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, I know what Five Nights at Freddy's is. I know nothing about this one. It's coming out for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and PC. Skipping Xbox altogether. And the game is not for sale at GameStop because it took me to a bunch of Five Nights at Freddy's action figures. So,
I think it's one of those like digital store only type deals.
Oh, here's a trailer. I'm gonna hit play on this. Oh, I remember this was at the State of Play.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was at that tragedy.
When I first found you, you were nothing. You were small, pathetic. But now, you are more. Are you ready?
What's up, Paul?
Oh, Thursday.
The 16th is Thursday? Right on. That's a good one, Paul. This isn't Tidbits. It can be. This looks fantastic.
You and me
Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's was one of those games early on that my kids were into, and then it was like, I think between this and Hello Neighbor, and then I was like, eh.
Did they play those on like console or on like iPad or?
On console, like I think they had Hello Neighbor and Secret Neighbor pretty early, or whenever they first came out and stuff.
Yeah.
And the Five Nights on Freddy's games, the earlier ones, they play on the TV downstairs in the living room and all. But then I don't know if they outgrew it or not. Like we're talking like from between age 10 to now they're like 16. So they're like, if it's not Call of Duty or Escape from Tarkov or something along those lines, Destiny 2 or something, they're like, eh. Although I do convince them every now and then to try something in Game Pass or other like indie games and things like that. Like one really took to Hades and The other one took to Life is Strange, the most recent one, and stuff like that. So try to infuse some variety there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never played a Five Nights at Freddy's game. I've seen it. I like my nephews were into it. My daughter never
Mhm.
really got too much into it because she's too much of a scaredy cat, you know. But
Mm.
it's a series that is lasted, you know what I mean? So shout out to Five Nights at Freddy's for being a thing still.
Yeah.
Um, that scares you more than Resident Evil Sour Blow. Looks creepy. Yeah, there's another PC game that like really freaked streamers out. They started playing it this past around Halloween. It was a it's this little small game called like Poppy's Playhouse or something like that. It kind of took inspiration from Five Nights at Freddy's, but like
Hmm.
I'd say more scary and more like I don't know. I wouldn't suggest kids playing it, but it was um it looked interesting. I watched a couple streams where people were playing it. I almost streamed it. But yeah, I don't do horror very well either. You know, like I can do like the psychological horror, but when I'm like people are like following me and stuff like
Mhm.
that, and like I
The
don't know
jump
what's coming
scares.
around the corner all the time. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
can't like I have a hard time with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Out of this list, this is one that was kind of highly anticipated actually because it was revealed at one of the Xbox showcases.
Mhm.
I think it was shown at the sorry, it was shown at the original like Xbox game like third party event they had. Um
Yeah.
and it was like, "Oh, okay, cool, game coming to Xbox," but it was also supposed to be multiplat at the time. But then they stopped making it for PlayStation, only focus on Xbox and PC. Um, so they said something about. I remember this got some kind of controversy at the time because they said something about um, the Xbox being more capable of handling the game or something like that. I can't
Mhm.
remember. It was pretty interesting topics at the time.
Yeah.
Who knows exactly what all goes into that, but this game is finally making its way to Xbox, and I believe it's in Game Pass. Fuzzy,
Yes.
yes, day one. I think they announced that at the they had like a game event. Thunderful, who's the publisher, had a game event, and Sarah Bond was there,
Mhm.
and they announced that this was coming to Game Pass day one. So
Yeah.
this is like an indie game that has a chance to, I think, make some waves according to like what I think you were hearing about some, some
Yeah,
potential.
there's a couple of critics on Twitter that a lot of people like respect their reviews as far as for some of the online gaming review sites that they work for. It looks like this one might be a surprise hit, kind of maybe not Ori level, but kind of along those lines as far as drawing you in. Different, obviously different mechanics as far as gameplay, but seems like this one's going to be a special one. So I'm quite interested in seeing what some of these reviewers have to say.
Yeah, me too, man. Because this game, we haven't seen a lot of it still.
Yeah.
You know, like we saw it originally, everybody, it caught everybody's attention. Oh, what was that game? Like, because that show wasn't that great altogether, but there was a couple standouts,
Mhm.
and the Gunk was one, and people were like, okay, what's that? And then we didn't really see much of it. Then I remember we knew we were going to see the Gunk at an event that Xbox was having. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was at E3 even. I don't remember. But
Mhm.
that we only saw like 15 seconds of it. And it was like such a short trailer. And it was like, what was that? Like what was that? And it didn't wasn't really anything new.
Yeah.
Um, but then they finally like showed some more at I think at that Thunderful event, and when they made that announcement. And hey, I think it got kind of back on people's map somewhat.
Mhm.
It's releasing this, which we found out at that time they had said December, but I think at the Thunderful event they actually nailed down the date of December 16th.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get to we're gonna get to play it this week. It's on Game Pass, so if you have an Xbox Series X and S or Xbox One, or I wonder if it's on Game Pass PC. Or sorry, gotta correct myself. PC Game
PC.
Pass.
Nice.
I wonder if it's on PC Game Pass. I gotta check into that.
I hope it is. I would imagine it's one of those. Actually, I think based on the Game Awards commercial, I think it was one of those that they were supposed to leak as far as part of the list, along with like Atomic Heart and a few others that we definitely know are coming to console as well.
Yeah.
Although the other ones are 2022, so I'm hoping this is still a day and date for the PC guys as well.
So I'm going to their website. We'll see. Maybe we'll find out something. It has smart delivery listed. Game Pass. It's got like all the Xbox marketing, right? Right there on the main page of YouTube, right? Thunderful, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, Windows 10, Game Pass, smart delivery. So here we go.
Rated T for teen.
From the creators of Steam World. I didn't know that.
I don't like this weather. Pretty sure the ship's in.
Is this the? I wonder if this is the original trailer.
You have to be careful out there.
The gunk's eating everything here.
Yeah, is it the gunk that was so hard to make?
This
I think.
planet
Like,
is literally a paradise when the gunk's gone.
Yeah, it's something about the physics of that, as far as it not only covers stuff, but it has its own like interactive physics to it or something. And they were saying all of that stuff is pretty much, active while it's on screen and stuff. So you could be looking at it covering an entire mountainside and all of it's like interactive type of deal.
Interesting. It looks really cool, man. Like,
yeah.
Like you never know, like these types of games, like you go and try it out. You don't know if you're gonna love it or if you're gonna hate it, but it's worth a try for sure, especially if you're a Game Pass subscriber, because it's the end of the year, right? We're coming up, and holidays and all these things, like looking for stuff to play, to like a little break from Halo, right? A little break from Forza Horizon 5, if you need one. Go on an indie adventure. Yeah. Could be great.
And a lot of these indie games have definitely been knocking it out of the park. Not just this year, but for a while. But it seemed like this past year, it's been nonstop, like, surprise hits after surprise hits type of thing. So.
Yep. I'm trying to see if there's a price for it as well. I really wish like they would put the pricing on here too. Like, why not? Probably because it's another thing they'd have to update.
Yeah.
$24.99 if you're one of those people that's like, hey, I buy my games. I buy mine. I don't rent. $24.99. If you want to get it that way, that's fair price, I believe as well. I don't know how long it is, but I'm guessing we'll know sooner. I wonder when the embargo's up. Did they say that yet?
I forget what time it is tomorrow, but it's up at some point tomorrow.
Good.
So we'll get to see a lot of the reviews at that point.
Yeah, before release as well. Right. So, all right, Fuzz. We could spend an hour talking about Halo if you want, because like I'm enamored, I'm in love. It's late.
Yeah.
I want to try, if I can manage to play a little bit more Halo tonight. We'll see. I'm either approaching the end or I'm nowhere near close. I have no idea. I have no clue.
Just having fun destroying brutes in the meantime.
Yeah. It's such a sandbox you can kind of get lost in, and you get your little mindset on certain objectives. You want to go do this, go do that. You kind of get sidetracked, I will say what I love most about it though is all of the side things there is to do you feel rewarded for it.
Yeah.
It's not just like you got it check marked off. You know what I mean? Like in
Right.
between like the bounties, you get special weapons. You
Mhm.
know, for doing the like marine rescues, you unlock valor that
Yeah.
actually goes towards your unlocking vehicles and stuff at your FOBs, right? So all of those things, like if they feel rewarding, like, oh cool, like I just got the wasp yesterday, you know,
Mhm.
and drove it into a busy area, and they just took me down instantly. But it was still really cool to fly there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great game. Loving it.
No, I think I need to hurry up and unlock it so I can get some of those Spartan cores on the mountainside. I'm not I haven't upgraded my grapple shot far enough just yet, but yeah, it's so much fun like saving the Marines, turning some of the bases over so that way you have a fast travel point. It's just it doesn't feel overwhelming like a ton of collectibles that you
Yeah.
may have to, go over and pick up this or pick up that. It's like, no, I'm getting Spartan cores. You get a little bit of the story of the Spartan that was involved, as well as you get, to upgrade your
Mhm.
gear. So it's like, hey, it's a worthwhile trip. Yeah, it might be on the side of a cliff, but it's worthwhile getting up there. So, but
Yeah.
man, it's so much fun.
And I love the audio logs too, man. Like the audio logs are great. Like they're just everywhere, and they give so much story to like what happened. You know.
Yeah. I'm loving the AI. Either their taunts or their cries and stuff like that, depending on what happens. Like if they see one of their own killed, it's like, you have a new gun. It's
Yeah.
like
They're great.
no.
The grunts, they like nailed them. You
Yeah.
know, like I feel like the earlier Halo games had the best grunts, but like these might be the best
Yeah.
now, right? Like I think whoever did the writing and directing and the voice capture, like everything they did about the grunts is like perfect, man. One of them,
Yeah.
I have a regret though, Fuzzy.
What's that?
So I was approached, I saw a grunt, and I was like just killing random grunts and stuff going through this area, you know.
Mhm.
And one of them was like, "Your mom is so," and I shot him
Before you
and
finish this.
before he finished, and I was like, "No, I'm so pissed off that I didn't let the grunt finish as your mama joke because I didn't get the punchline, dude. It was like your mom is so something, and then I shot him, like, and I was like, seriously, I was like, oh, what did I just do? Because I may never get to recreate that moment. Like, I don't know how much dialogue there is for those grunts, but I don't know if I'll ever hear that. So if anybody's
Yeah.
listening in the chat and you know how your mama joke ends, or if there's more than one, I need to know what they are, because I need to know what that grunt was gonna say, because yeah, this is great. But like to hear a grunt come out with a your mama joke, period, is just great. It's just greatness, dude.
I think somebody did a recording on one where after they got killed, the grunt was like, "Who's Craig now?" or something like that.
Nice, dude. So good, so good.
Oh, it's so much fun.
All right, guys, we got to get the games and then get to bed because it's late.
Yeah.
It's nighttime. We're not used to doing this at this time. But I appreciate anybody tuning in now. Thank you all. Sour Blow, Paul, Jasper, who's playing on Lasso, and shout out to Jasper as well, who he's testing his skills yesterday and did a speed run on easy just to see like how fast he can get through, skipping all the cutscenes and stuff. He did it under 2 hours.
Oh wow.
Under 2 hours speed run. Now he's playing on Lasso, so it's going to be longer. But I think you can still get good times if you try and like only focus on the story, skipping cutscenes, and you ignore as much enemies as possible. So we'll see. Also, Relzair, thank you for stopping by. Wolfo, thank you for stopping by. Crazy Louie as well. Pixel Slappa. Oh, you guys rock. We will see
you guys are awesome.
again. And yeah, as far as upcoming for this week, Wednesday we have Fun Pop. It may be the last Fun Pop of the year. I don't know 100%. I gotta talk to Psycho and Jasper about that. PM and the PM is on Thursday this week. Looking forward to that as well. Pong and I are a deep dive on a couple things. Then Friday is Xbox Ultimate. This will be the last Xbox Ultimate podcast of the year on Friday. We have the next week falls on Christmas Eve, and then the week after that falls on New Year's Eve. So trying to get everybody together for some shows on is gonna be like an impossibility. So hey, this Friday, tune in for the year 2021 finale of Xbox Ultimate Podcast, and then also FSP, because I'm not asking Fuzzy and Key to show up on Christmas and New Year's Day for some podcasts, right? So FSP this week will be the last as well. Fun Speculation Podcast on Saturdays. So tune into that, and looking forward to seeing you all again. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I can find some time to finish Halo. But hope you all have a good one, and bye bye. Oh wait,
Thank
hey
you, everyone.
Fuzzy, where can everybody find you, dude? I'm sorry.
No worries. Oh, this is always fun to do, and thank you for everyone that came to join us tonight. And man, for anyone that wants to see my ramblings on Forza or anything else gaming, you can find me on Twitter at fuzzy_Belvedere. PSN's the same, fuzzy_Belvedere. Xbox Live, fuzzy space Belvedere. You can also find me on FSP on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and on the Shop podcast at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Man, it's awesome talking games with everyone out there. Thank you all for joining us.
Yes, it is. It's awesome talking games with you, Fuzzy. Really enjoy it.
Thanks.
Have a good one, everybody. Take it easy. Bye-bye.
Later.